Hello, I am Poch,
Hi, I'm Gabe.
and you are listening to the Difficult Lemon Difficult podcast with Poch and Gabe.
We've established that.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube and Spotify. Please follow, subscribe, like, share, and comment.
Do whatever you want, really.
And follow us also on Instagram at Difficult Lemon Podcast.
I don't think that's the name.
You will find us nonetheless.
It's somewhere there.
It's somewhere there.
Mm-hmm.
We are back to making this episode. I think we overcommit the last time we said we were back, which sort of jinxed us, and I'd rather not be jinxed again.
Yeah, let's not do that.
We finally found the time and sort of the energy to make an episode. I don't know when the last time we posted was. Was it April or May? I want to say April.
Maybe April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then before that, who knows?
I know we made one in like January or Feb.
Yeah. Just a lot of things. Just a lot of things have happened since the last episode, which has also led us to not making the episodes. It was very busy for us. Just to name a few things, we got married.
Ta-da.
I moved in here. Summer happened, so a lot of activities. What else? Oh, and then after the summer ended, yeah, we just didn't have time either.
Yeah. No, and also we realized that this podcast is us talking about things that we find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And because we now live with each other, we're basically doing the podcast every time we're talking. Like
yeah.
we talk about what could have been podcast topics with each other in real time, which has also made it difficult to find something like the
podcast worthy
Yeah, or
to
like-
talk about. Yeah.
yeah, because every time we think of like, ooh, this can happen, like we can talk about this, we end up talking about it on the spot.
Yeah.
So, which kind of defeats the purpose of coming up with ideas for the podcast.
Yes.
So, that's really, I think, what we've been struggling with. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what Gabe said, that it is hard to think of things to talk about with someone you talk to every day.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we get bored of each other, it's more of we already heard each other say what we wanted
Yeah.
to, and it would be disingenuous to say it again.
And have the same level of reaction.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to find our way around that. I was also telling Gabe earlier because I did try to wean off social media, but it's difficult, lemon difficult to do so because most of what family and friends are on social media, and that's where most people try to update each other. And it's something I want to get away from, but I also want to be updated with people, and I also want to update everyone else about what's happening with us. So I guess the podcast can also be my way, or I don't know about you, because
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, if we do this at least twice a week, at least somebody will be updated with whatever.
At least one person out there will know what's going on with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, this will be an update thing.
It's like, here's what you missed on Glee.
Poch and Gabe, Glabe,
Glabe and Poch.
Glicked. Speaking of Glicked,
Oh, I haven't
we
watched
have now watched.
I know. I really, really want to. I really, really want to watch Wicked. I'm really not a musicals person.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Poch? Like can you attest to that?
I'll take your word for it. I can,
Oh,
because we've never watched a musical together.
really?
Yes.
Oh. All right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, sorry, we watched a play that had music. We watched
yeah.
Titanic,
Yeah.
which was funny, but it wasn't necessarily
Yeah,
A
I know what
musical,
you
yeah.
mean. So, in my family, they know me as the non-theater, non-performing arts, non-musical person. Like, I don't know anything about that. My sister, and she will tell you this story again and again, we watched the Broadway play Chicago, I want to say last year, 2 years ago. and I knew nothing about the play. I knew some things, like I knew they were gonna sing all that jazz. That's all I knew about the play going into it. And then Joey, my sister, before the play started, she said something like, "Wow, I can't believe they made a play. I can't believe they made a musical using songs from the band Chicago." And then I said, "Oh, really? I didn't know that." And then she looked at me like, "Why would you believe me?" So that's how much I don't know about musicals. I know nothing. But, okay, all this hype about Wicked, and I feel because Wicked is so, I mean, not to discredit any other musicals, right? But I feel like Wicked is so present. Like a lot of the songs from Wicked, I heard even before I knew about what Wicked
She heard
was.
them on Glee.
No, even before Glee.
Really?
Yes.
Where do you
Like
hear
in
Define
grade
Gravity?
school. In grade school.
Somebody was just singing it.
Yeah, somebody was singing Popular, and I
Wow.
was like, oh,
Good for
what
her.
song is that? A third grader who's not, like, don't think about it as like life changing music. It was just somebody trying to sing it. Anyway, so I just feel differently about Wicked. Like, I'm very excited to see it. Plus, I've seen clips on TikTok and I cried. Please don't send me spoilers. And I know this is stupid because obviously everyone knows the story of Wicked, but I really have a short term memory when it comes to musicals. I cannot tell you the plot of
That's
something.
not your fault because I have seen Wicked before and I forgot the plot.
Okay, because I know
All
that
I
there's
know is
somebody
that,
named.
I
Oh, go
mean,
ahead.
spoiler alert, Elphaba is not a bad person.
I know.
Because based on, if you had just watched The Wizard of Oz, then you'd be like, oh, it's the Wicked Witch of the East. Bad person. Yuck.
Again, I don't remember any of the plot. I know that there's a yellow brick road. I know that when they
That's
get.
Wizard of Oz, yeah.
I know. See, like, I don't know things.
It's that universe.
Yeah, it's the same universe. There are characters that, from Wicked that you find out are the people that Dorothy meets along the road,
Mm-hmm.
right? Something like that. Anyway, like, I have no. When the marketing and all that stuff about the cast of Wicked came out, and they were. Okay, Jonathan Bailey, what a guy, right? Anyway, I find out what Jonathan Bailey's role is, and I was like, oh, there's a guy named Fiero. I was like, what?
Is that the lion?
No, he's gonna be the Scarecrow.
Sorry. Again,
Again, I feel like it's fine to not put a spoiler because everyone already knows this. Even if I'm being hypocritical because I don't know it, the reason I don't know it is because I don't retain this kind of knowledge very well. I was just like, oh, there's a guy in this movie? Like,
you mean it's not just
I was like,
the
wait.
green lady and the pink lady?
I was like, huh? There's a romantic angle to this? Which, I don't know. The last time I watched Wicked was when there was a theater group that brought it to Manila. I want to say 2015, 2016. I watched that. Like, I remember watching it, but I cannot tell you anything about what I saw. I remember going.
2016 is pretty recent.
I know.
Because I think I watched Wicked when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And again, like I said, I don't remember the plot. I just remember it was good. The performances were good. The songs are obviously um not only catchy but very, they're very good. For lack of a better word, the songs are very good. I think it's more of um now it's on a, they're doing it as a film.
Mm-hmm.
And not only are they doing it as a film, they've cut it into two. So the first film is only the first act of Wicked, which is an interesting choice because I think one of the early criticisms of the movie is that it was long. I think it's 2 hours and a half,
Yeah.
which is fair because if you're gonna be singing a lot,
Yeah.
that's another what, 30 minutes. So it's a 2 hour movie, but it's a 2 hour first act. So
I mean, I don't mind as long as I stay engaged the whole time. That's me. That's my criteria for, like, I don't really care how long it is as long as I'm entertained the whole time.
yeah.
Like, if I'm not looking at my watch like, oh man, how many more minutes of this, then I don't really mind the time.
Question: does the casting affect you wanting to watch it more or less, or you? It could have been anyone else, and you would have still wanted to watch it.
I think there's some um the casting has something to do with me wanting to
Like
watch
you want to
it.
see how good Ariana Grande is. Shout out Ariana Grande.
Actually, no, I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
I like
So
okay,
like it
like
could
in my head I know Ariana Grande is there. I know Cynthia's there. I don't know because I'm so out of like the musicals world, right? I don't know much about Cynthia. I just know that she was in The Color Purple, I think.
no, I haven't watched that movie. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But is that a musical?
I think the
Okay.
musical. And I think she won something for it. But again,
A
I don't or
Tony?
she was nominated.
Okay.
I'm not sure. That's how I know her because I've seen clips of that one. And then Ariana, yes. Oh, another thing about Ariana, but I'm gonna get to that later. You know what I'm gonna say. Jonathan Bailey. Like I saw a video of him dancing and I was like, we have to watch Wicked. I yes. Yes.
That's so interesting. And Gabe and I have talked about this. I keep saying that. But if Gabe had $1 for every Jonathan who she had a crush on, who is also who also happens to be gay, she'd have $2, which is not a lot, but it's interesting that it happened twice.
Yeah, Jonathan Bailey.
And Jonathan Groff.
Yeah. Who we're gonna see on Broadway next year? Jonathan Groff.
Is this the Good Friday show?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry
No.
to
Jesus.
Catholics and Jesus.
But on the flip side of the Glicked, I do want to see Gladiator 2.
Oh, Paul Mescal.
Yes. I have been converted by Gabe from being someone who does not know who Paul Mescal is to wringing
No.
my fist in the air and saying, why
Paul
can't you just
Mescal.
stay with Daisy Edgar
Why
Jones?
can't you start dating?
Why can't you just date her? Just date her. You know what I'm saying?
All I had to do was what? I just
Normal people. Okay,
normal people.
I haven't personally finished Normal People yet. I'm like halfway.
A little more than
Yeah.
halfway, yeah.
Screw the story. Their chemistry is like off the charts.
Really? You can tell? Just the way the
Whoever
story goes is
whoever
very
the casting director is, kudos to you, ma'am, sir, who they them. Kudos to you, man. Whatever. Like,
Yeah.
look, I'm not somebody who watches sappy TV or sappy movies in
It's
general.
barely sappy.
It's pretty sad.
It's sad, but it's not like, aww.
That's me when I'm
Oh.
watching the show. That's why I'm like sappy anyway. Normal People, it's hard to watch, not because it's bad. It's hard to watch because it's you kind of just want to reach into the screen and then
get
like
them together.
because most of the problems that Connell and
Marianne.
Marianne,
Yeah.
Marianne, oh hello, it's me, Connell.
Oh, stop.
Most of the problems can be solved with a conversation. But anyway, Paul Mescal, I was put on Paul Mescal
Oh, you
this
wish.
year, and a big fan of his work. I'm excited to see Gladiator 2. I feel like it's unfair to criticize the movie for being historically inaccurate because it's only so when a movie says it's based on true characters, it doesn't mean it's an adaptation of that. I'm not sure if people like it's just based on it.
Wait, what is Gladiator based on?
So Gladiator is based on that a certain era back in the Roman Empire. Roman Empire. Shout out to my Roman Empire guys.
They're dead.
Anyway, the Roman Empire during the time of I think it was Marcus Aurelius, whatever. So obviously the emperor did not. Sorry if you didn't watch Gladiator 1 yet. The emperor did not die in a gladiator battle, and he did not get killed by Russell Crowe's character.
Yeah.
Right? You enjoyed that movie. I mean, not you. I meant like a lot of people enjoyed that movie.
I kinda did.
Yeah, right? It's not based on history. It happened in a historical period.
Did it ever claim it was?
I don't think so. And I don't.
Why are people getting upset?
Yeah, so this one, I mean, if you've ever seen a trailer for Gladiator 2, there's a scene where they fill the arena with water and they fight sharks. Which is.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Which is.
That's kinda insane.
It's pretty stupid. But you've seen John Wick get shot, 50 times in the chest? And you accepted that because they said his suit is bulletproof. Bro, anybody who's worn a bulletproof anything If they got shot 50 times in the chest, they're dead,
Mm,
right?
I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm very passionate about.
Paul Mescal.
No. I'm saying it's
Yeah.
unfair to base watching a movie because it's not historically accurate. Like, dude, just watch the movie. It's like it's it's a movie, bro. Like, it's not that serious.
I didn't know that people were saying that about
That was a
Gladiator.
criticism, and I mean, obviously, um, Gladiator 2 was being mulled over for many
Mm,
years. Like, it took
yeah.
them what 20 something years to
I
make
mean,
a
there's a reason
sequel.
why it came
Yeah,
out only now.
and I was reading this before. One of the pitched sequels to Gladiator 2 was Russell Crowe's character goes through a time machine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a dumb. I mean, obviously, I'm glad they didn't go through that route.
Wait, why would
It's so stupid. Yeah, it's
why
stupid.
would they take it in that
I know,
direction?
I know. Because at the time they just wanted Russell Crowe back into the movie,
Okay.
but obviously he died. Not Russell Crowe, the character.
I don't even remember, but okay.
But anyway, so I haven't watched Gladiator 2 yet. I haven't. I don't know the plot, anything. I'm just saying, I'm gonna give it a shot, even as somebody who is an avid history
Buff.
enjoy. No, I'm not a buff.
You're not a buff yet? Oh, I would
Avid
hate to
history
meet one.
enjoyer. I'm just gonna watch. So that's Glicked, which is funny because I don't like 2 years ago, we were gonna make a review for Barbenheimer that we never released.
Oh yeah, so now it's clicking.
Well, no, we can't even because we haven't
oh
watched
yeah, we
either.
haven't. So we just talked about making one, but we
Yeah.
never did.
We will watch Glicked eventually.
Eventually, we don't know when, but it's on our to-do list. So
What other current events that are happening? Oh,
wait, I said something a while ago that I just want to.
oh yeah, sure.
bring
Go
up.
ahead.
A while ago, I brought up the topic of Ariana Grande, and I said, "Ooh, I have another point to raise about Ariana." And that point is, she was robbed of a Grammy nomination for
Yes.
Best Album, or no, Album of the Year for Eternal Sunshine. Okay, I I've never felt more strongly
About
about a Grammy nomination. I I've never. Okay,
I'm not gonna get in it. I'm not in it.
I
I'm
mean,
not going to get into how political it is.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm just saying.
But if you're talking about commercially successful albums that deserve a nomination, Eternal Sunshine should be there. Actually, we can also talk about this. 2024, what a year, man, for pop girls. What a year.
I think this is Poch's pop girl year.
yeah, this is such a hard year to say blank is the pop girl of the year because there are 6 names.
Okay, name the 6. Wait, pop girl.
Yeah. Ariana Grande,
Yes.
Beyonce,
Yes.
Charlie XCX.
Is that pop?
Yeah, I mean
Okay.
it's mainstream. Sabrina Carpenter,
Yes.
Chappell Roan,
Yes.
Billie Eilish,
Yes. And one particular person that you've missed out.
Taylor Swift. No, don't say that name. She's not counted.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't think
And I'm saying,
so-
okay, look, from that 6, it's hard to choose because you can argue for either one of the 6 women that I named, it's their year.
Yeah.
You could say this year was definitely Beyonce's year. She had a great album with Cowboy Carter.
Mm-hmm.
She got to seamlessly move to another genre, crushed it. You could say that, I mean, okay, fine. Honestly, that's the weakest argument for it this year to be Beyonce's year. Sabrina Carpenter had a hell of a year.
Yeah, she had a big year.
Big year for her. Good. I mean, she calls it her sophomore album, but it's probably like her 6th album.
I'm not sure.
Good album. She's on tour, repping Sabrina. Charlie XCX had a hell of a summer. That
Mhm.
summer was all hers.
Very good.
Very good. She finally getting her flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Chappell Roan. Oh my God. I mean, yes, her album came out last year, but it just took over this year.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. You could also say it's her year. Eternal Sunshine. I will be honest. When I heard the first single, Yes, and I was like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you listen to the whole album, that whole album, to this day, no skips,
No
That's
sense.
album of the year for me.
And I think honestly it could also just be hormones, right? But I feel like I can talk about that album and it will make me tear up. Like it's so good. And it hit at such a good time of the year too.
Yeah, it
Like
was
she
around. Yeah,
owned that time.
it was like what, March. It was
Yeah,
still cold.
it was still
Spring
cool.
was a few
Oh,
weeks away.
what a beautiful time. Thank you,
Like
Ariana
your heart
Grande.
thawing. Anyway,
Oh,
and
so
then
good.
Glicked. And then Wicked comes out this year. So you could say, oh, you know what? It's her year too. Billie Eilish, great album. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. I mean, probably the biggest song of her career, Birds of a Feather. I would argue that
Okay.
at this point in time. Who else did I mention?
Well, you didn't mention Taylor Swift, but that's,
I
that's
mean,
an
okay, so
opinion.
Gabe finally saw Taylor Swift,
Woohoo!
and by her account, it was um worth worth the trip when we went to Miami.
Worth the original ticket price.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. But wait, did I miss someone out?
No,
The
you
six.
named your 6.
Yes. And honorable mention, um, Claro
Yes.
and Remy Wolf.
Yes.
They're not pop, like they didn't hit the mainstream, but very, very excellent albums.
What's the name of Claro's album? Juna? Is that the song?
That's a song. I forgot the name of the album, but it's a very good album.
Yeah, it's the one with the cover of her on the grass.
Yes.
I
And
think.
if you have not heard of Remy Wolf, I'm telling you, Remy Wolf exists.
Right. I'm telling you, Remy Wolf right now.
I would say that's my second most favorite album of this year.
Oh,
Second most.
Eternal,
Yeah.
and then okay. Yeah, I
I
can see
I
that.
wouldn't say she's in the mainstream yet, but very good. It's so hard to decide. If you ask me, gun to my head, who's the best female artist of 2024?
Wow.
I'll say, shoot me. I can't name anyone.
You can't name one to save your life, dude. They can't. That's so dumb.
Number one, if I had already got to that point, just shoot me.
Excuse. You can save your life. Just literally name anyone. They'll take your
Fine,
word
not gun
for
to my
it.
head. Gun, just a gun. Like,
Gun.
Name
Gun.
name your 2024 pop
Pop.
girl of the year. I can't. Okay.
Okay, but they
Oh,
won't
she's
shoot
like,
you. They'll
"Eh,
just put it down.
Okay. Okay. I thought you had one. You live today.
So dumb.
No, but anyway, it's been a great year for women in the music industry in terms of critical acclaim and also the work that they put out. It's more of like, come on guys, like step up. I mean, the only male artist album that I can think of that did well around this time, Childish Gambino.
Was that this year?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you like that
Banastone
one.
was very good.
Wait, Kendrick. He just
Oh yeah,
came
okay,
out
it's
with an
fine. So
album.
the Kendrick Lamar album just came out. A lot of people already enjoy it. I mean, I personally enjoy it in terms of like when I'm working out. I haven't actually like sat down, listened to
Mhm.
lyrics. I'm not the kind of person. I'm not gonna pretend that I care about raps lyrics. I mean, if it sounds great,
Oh, I thought that's the whole point of rap.
I know, but I'm not gonna be sitting down in front of my computer and writing.
Lyric.
Oh my God, that's a bar.
Oh,
I feel like
alright.
male artists sort of peaked around the Kendrick Drake this period.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was funny.
Well,
If your name was not Drake.
yeah. Topics were heavy, but let's just say it was very entertaining. Unfortunately,
I don't know if you heard the update about the feud. Drake sued. First, he sued UMG,
What's UMG?
Universal Music Group.
Is that his label?
No, that's Kendrick's label.
Okay, why did he?
But
sue
they
them?
also they also carry his songs. Anyway, he sued them. This is the first lawsuit. He sued them because he's claiming that they inorganically pushed all of Kendrick's diss tracks, especially Not Like Us. Like,
Well, it sounded really good.
I know.
Okay.
So he's saying that they pushed it,
okay.
whatever. The second one is defamation. So how it looks like is Kendrick called Drake a pedophile and he was like, "Why is that song around? Also, I'm not a pedophile." Like, I mean, wouldn't your first issue be, I'm
Hey,
not a
I'm not a
pedophile?
pedophile.
Also, stop listening to that. Like, no, like, stop listening to that song.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a pedophile. So, I mean, right? It's like,
Yeah.
so yeah. And a lot of people are laughing at him
Oh.
for, no,
Oh,
for
sorry. I
opening the
guess.
lawsuit up.
Mm.
Because it's like, just, you, dude, he lost. We've gotten to the point where you can definitively say Drake lost this feud. It's
Mm-hmm.
done. He's a sore loser. That doesn't mean I won't, like, personally, I won't enjoy Drake songs. It's not like he's Diddy. I mean, you could argue he doesn't have the baby oil
That you
that we
know
know of. But anyway, so that's the update with that. Yeah, music has been wow, audio file.
of.
Yes, audio. I said audio, not the other one.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
audio files unite. Music has been great this year. That's all I wanted to highlight.
I want to take this time
Yeah,
to
go
say
go.
that the music world lost
Oh yes,
someone.
yeah.
I wouldn't say well, let's just say someone important to
He was
me
a
growing up.
pillar of a group. I wouldn't say he's a pillar of the industry.
That's okay. I can
I'll say
agree.
he's the pillar of a group of a pillar of
Of
the
the
industry.
industry.
Sorry.
He was a pillar of a part of the industry.
If you don't know who we're talking about Liam Payne. Uh,
If I go into details, I might cry.
it was hard for well, I'm not gonna say it was hard for me, but it was difficult for me to give the news to Gabe because I saw it first.
Yeah, okay. Do you want to just quickly, I'm going to paint a picture, okay, of what that looked like. First of all, I do have to preface and say it was what? 5:30
Yeah,
p.m.
we both just got off work. We were gonna
Okay.
go work out, so um I was putting on my shoes.
Mhm.
Gabe was in the bathroom getting ready, and then I opened my phone, and then Instagram. I didn't read this on Twitter. Sorry, I didn't read this on CNN. I didn't read this on BBC or whatever. I read this on. If you follow this page on Instagram, the Talking Fish.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know.
So the Talking Fish is basically this page on Instagram that pretends to be the talking fish head from SpongeBob.
The news
Yeah,
reporter
it's like
on
breaking news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that was really good.
Yeah, thank you. So it was. I was looking at my phone. Breaking news: One Direction member Liam Payne found dead in his hotel in Argentina.
I can't believe you're doing this voice.
More
I
details.
hate you.
More details coming soon. And I was like, huh? Like that's not right. Like that's a bad joke. So I went on actual news, TMZ, which fu TMZ for what they did. But anyway, went to TMZ. Yeah, he's dead. So, and then you can
Okay,
take
so
over.
again, all of this was happening. Like Poch was just silently
Yeah, I was
investigating
like, oh my god.
on his own, and I was in the bathroom.
didn't have her
and then
phone,
I didn't
yeah.
have my phone. It was in the room. I was just tying my hair, okay, to go to the gym, and then Poch says, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god," and my reaction was. Usually when he says that, it's either something super sad or something really funny has happened. If it's really funny, he'll say, "Look at this." He didn't say, "Look at this." So I looked at him and I was like, "What's wrong? What happened?" And then he said, "Oh my god, I don't know how to tell you this." And then obviously I panicked because, well, what the hell? What do you mean you can't tell me? Like I was like, "Oh my god, did something happen to like my family? Like did I miss a message on the group chat, whatever?" And then he read the headline and he said, "Liam Payne found dead." What was it, 31?
Yeah, Liam Payne, 31, found dead in
Yeah.
Argentina hotel.
And then I said, "No way, no way." And then I grabbed I was like, "Where's my phone?" I went to the room, grabbed my phone, and I was like panicking. Like I was like, "Give me a news source, give me anything." Like
Yeah.
I just needed to Google something, and then it was confirmed by like CNN, like Entertainment Tonight, and then I was like, like super just like panicking, like holy crap, what the hell. All of this was happening and I had no one to talk to. I mean, obviously I could talk to Poch, but Poch would not understand where I was coming from with everything I was telling him. Like it like I know that I had a big One Direction
I wanted
thing.
to tell you the news as delicately as I could
Yeah.
because I know how important that
Yeah.
time in your life was
Yeah.
is to you.
That time is now, but okay.
And it was pretty sad to hear it because I think when we were talking before, I was like, "Oh, you think if one of them passes away, like they'll think of having a reunion?" And she's, "I don't even think. I don't want to think about one of them dying. I'm gonna cry." Which obviously I'm like,
Yeah.
haha, and then it finally happened. It actually
I
happened.
hate you.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't manifest this.
Yeah.
It just happened.
Oh yeah, you didn't manifest it, but you're always like, yeah, Gabe, how are you gonna act when one of them dies? I was
Well,
like,
now
oh
I know.
my
I saw
god.
it firsthand, and I think you said something that it resonated with me more. That we had a One Direction funeral before we had a One Direction wedding,
Yeah, cause
and I was like, oh yeah, you know what?
all of
That's pretty sad because these guys are young,
he's
and
30. He was 31.
you would think that
We
the
know
first thing,
31 year olds.
yeah, you would think the first thing that somebody that young would hit in life in terms of a milestone is like have kids, get married,
Yeah.
etc. Maybe a reunion.
Yeah.
This was not the reunion people wanted.
Yeah, that's what everyone's saying. And I know that this is like super old news. Like if you've been online, like you've read every single kind of sentiment about this. But just know that hell yeah, I heard it. And hell yeah, I cried. I cried a little.
I was sad.
Yeah, I was really sad. I was really sad that day. And I know that days before that, there was like a lot of news about him. And um I was sad about that also, like finding out those things about him. So I think really what I was sad about was the fact that a person who was so important, who was so present, and I mean that with quotes because he wasn't actually there, but someone who was super present in my developmental years is like gone. Like a member of One Direction is gone. Like One Direction will never be complete with five members again, which is like really insane for me. Because ever since then, like my FYP is all like there's always
Like
gonna be a One
edits, yeah.
Direction thing. Especially when the funeral happened. Ooh, I was like, oh my god, it was the day. And I was like, ooh, rough. Everything. And now I hear One Direction songs differently because now I'm like, oh man, that's Liam's voice.
I think the perspective of Liam dying is like if you're for boys, if someone on your favorite sports team that you were growing up watching passed away. This is probably what people felt when Kobe passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, to Liam fans, obviously,
I think to One Direction
to One
fans.
Direction fans, and I'm not saying that as a joke in the sense that Liam Payne probably didn't do as many things in his field as Kobe Bryant did. It's just more of this person, you grew up with them, you were a fan of their work, and now they're gone.
Yeah.
So
It's
it's just that's the sort of that's
very
the kind
sad.
of empathy that you can approach it from.
Yeah. I think it was a very I felt like it was like someone shook me like out of it, like, hey, real world, like snap out of it, like somebody, like this happens to everyone, like people die
Unfortunately,
every day, and he died that day, so that was
so rest in peace, Liam Payne.
yeah. Anyway, we should probably talk about something.
Let's end on a high note.
We still have time. We don't have to end yet. We've only been at this like 30 something minutes.
Have we? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
have we? You don't know.
No, what else can we update people with? Wedding planning is interesting.
Oh, we did not rehearse that.
um, let's. You want to start with wins and then challenges.
Let's do wins. Let's do wins.
I would consider a win. So we wanted to print our save our dates on magnets, and um, Gabe's aunt. Oh no, she's not your aunt. Your cousin's wife,
Mm-hmm.
Ate Cheryl. Shout out Ate Cheryl. She messaged Gabe and said Shutterfly
Yeah.
was having a sale on magnets. Usually they are what, 250.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Usually they're $12 each.
So one magnet is $12 each usually.
For the size we
Yeah.
wanted.
The sale was a dollar any size magnet. So it could have
Free
been like it could have been
shipping.
this small, could have been yeah, and free shipping. You already know we bought what 300 magnet.
No.
We
Close.
bought yeah,
Close
yes.
to 300.
But anyway, that's a win because number one, the not invitations, the save our dates came out nice thanks to Joey. Number one. Number two, thanks to Ate Cheryl for the tip. And number three, it's a cool magnet. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but we will send some out to our wedding guests. Oh, here it is.
I'm going to show it far because just in the very off chance that a stranger is watching
Actually, no. Here,
this,
let me see it.
I'm gonna dock. Just dock. Just
No.
that part. Just the bottom part.
Here.
Here, just cover that.
There.
We're not
That's-
even gonna focus.
Yeah.
Okay, you can barely see it.
But it's a magnet.
Just know that it's a magnet.
And it comes in this nice envelope that Gabe chose for us.
From Amazon.
Shout out Amazon Black Friday sale. Yeah, so the wedding planning has been going.
What are other wins? What do you think you'd consider a win?
We have finalized our entourage. Yeah.
Well, yeah, kinda.
Well, we haven't asked everyone yet.
So it's not final, because you have to adjust to
But
that.
it's more of it's
we have concepts.
we have concepts of a entourage. No, I mean for most of them we have already told them.
Yeah.
There are a few stragglers that we are
Just the timing.
Yeah.
You know, like we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best time and stuff.
But if you are in the entourage, I don't know what happened. If you are in the entourage, hello to you.
No, other wins.
Oh,
Okay, other wins.
booking the church, booking the venue we wanted, and booking a caterer,
There's another thing we booked.
and the wedding coordinator.
Yeah.
I feel like those are solid wins. The wedding is a year away from now, but I am excited to be stressed about it.
I'm excited to be busy about it.
Yeah. This is like it's weirdly the calm before the storm, which is 2025.
Yeah.
And
Big year ahead.
It's a big year ahead. A lot of things are happening, and we're just excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else can we share without giving away too much personal information? In terms of episodes, I feel like I would like to do more. I'm not gonna promise. I'm not gonna promise more episodes, but I definitely think that our subject matter will change based on the challenges that Gabe and I brought up.
Maybe it's not even about challenges.
I feel like we can still do a lot of different things for the podcast that don't involve just us talking.
Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't know what that means, but
Also,
okay.
we've been getting a lot of queries about.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, like a lot of people have said, "Can I guest?"
Okay. Do you want to give a number? Because when you said we've been getting a lot.
When people bring up the podcast to me, at least my friends, can I get on?
Okay.
Like for
I've had
example,
maybe 3 people ask me that.
for example, when Deo was here, sorry, I'm doxing you, Deo. When Deo was here in August last year, he was like, "Can I? You know, I'm gonna be in New York. You think I can get on the pod?" Like, bro, you probably want to see different things when you're here.
You don't want to see the apartment.
You do not want to
setup.
see the apartment. But I feel like we can get guests on the show.
Next week.
I don't know. Oh, no, I don't want to. Well, let's see. I don't want to jinx it. But definitely, we'll want to do this more. Good outlet for, just talking about things, updating people. Sorry, Gabe didn't
did.
show it to me. I saw it while being behind her. I saw it off her shoulder. She was watching this. I guess it's a Filipino attempt at like a Jubilee kind of video.
Yeah, they've had. I don't know if it's Jubilee, but something
Something like
Jubilee. The concept of the video is, for example, they'll have like a guy come in and like introduce himself, and there's like a line of girls, potentially who want to date him, right?
Is it one of the balloons?
Yes, and they
Okay.
all have balloons, and the girls will, at their own time, pop the balloon when they decide that
They don't want to date
they
him.
do not want to date this guy. So that was the video.
Why was I laughing again? He was saying some dumb
He was saying something
stuff.
like, the vibe is not giving. He said something like that. And then
It's hard to watch the kind of shit.
it was very difficult. I was like, what is he saying? And he said something like, I just have, it's the class, something about sass with that intonation. And he also said something about, I'm more of a golden retriever, like in terms of
What
energy.
does
And
that
then
even mean?
just imagine the
Like he's a bitch?
energy. No! Imagine the energy of a golden retriever, just very like friendly, hyper, energetic, positive, warm energy. That's what you associate. Think of Makachin, but make him a golden retriever.
No, okay, but
That's the energy of the
so
person.
what was he looking for
No, that's what
as a
that's
dog?
what he says he brings to the table. He says that's his energy. It was not give, and I really don't like using these words. It was not giving that.
Anyway, we are thinking of reviewing that kind of content as
So
well.
we spoiled it already, but okay.
No, but it's just funny because
We can do it right now.
no, the video's too long.
Okay.
We're gonna cut it anyway. This has been our.
I'm just saying we can do it right now. We'll cut it, then we'll say this is the video.
No, it's okay.
Oh, all right.
I'll just cut some. I'll find a way to like
Stitch this together.
stitch this together.
Oh, I do want to say something. Um, so people have been looking for episodes of this podcast, and
Oh really?
no, like people are like, so I haven't.
Oh yeah.
Like
It's not that we gave up. It's that we are. Yeah, we
We
gave
just
up.
need-
We gave up for a bit.
we needed some time also to just like figure out what we wanted to do. But if you have a similar energy to me, I think you'll really like. And Poch knows because I listen to this podcast every week. You want to guess what I'm gonna say?
Is Brittany Broski?
Yes, you should watch the Broski Report. Super interesting.
And if you like basketball,
Oh yeah,
Just
like
kidding.
you should recommend something.
no, I mean, I haven't been listening to podcasts a lot that aren't that one. Sorry, I'm talking about my fantasy basketball podcast that I
Mhm.
listen to because the podcast I used to listen to lost the host.
Oh what?
Yeah,
Who's this?
Cody Co's gone.
Oh yeah. Oh, I don't even want to talk about that because that also makes me upset because I really like listening to Kelsey's podcast, Circle Time, but Kelsey's also out. So,
So now I sometimes, like, rarely listen to Ben and Emil. Love that podcast.
okay. Here's a list of podcasts I think, if you're similar to us, you might like this.
DDLD.
Okay, number 1, DDLD. Number 2, in no particular order after number 1, right? Ben and Emil podcast. Funny, but they also give you news updates about
Especially
like
the economy, financial
and
stuff,
like
yeah.
economy. It's nice. It just gives you some kind of little tidbits of knowledge in between jokes. I appreciate it. Next. Oh, Poch's Fantasy Basketball podcast. I don't listen to it.
Yeah, man, subscribe. He's almost up to 90,000
Oh,
subscribers.
drop the name.
Josh Lloyd, Fantasy Basketball.
Oh, he's that guy.
On the Locked On Fantasy Basketball podcast.
Okay. Okay, so if you're into that, listen to that.
There's actually
one.
more, but then that's my favorite one. Anyway.
Yeah, Poch loves this guy. I know because I always hear it. Brittany Broski's podcast.
Brittany Broski's funny.
It's funny.
She's a kombucha girl.
Yeah, in case you don't know, good episodes. Good episodes. I like some episodes of Obsessed with Brooke Averick because her episodes are basically everything she's obsessed with. Her first episode, I think, was about One Direction. She had one about, I think, Harry Potter. She had one about Akatar. She had one about Wicked. All that stuff. And she just talks about it with someone. I also sometimes listen to Brooke and Connor make a podcast, but that's just if I need background noise and I need people to talk around me. Those are pretty decent podcast recos. Oh, also one of my favorites, Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Very nice. I like it because he talks to celebrities, and really the point is that as a late night talk show host, he only gets what 15 minutes at best as like conversation time with these celebrity guests, and it's always like the goal is to promote something. So he realized that he spent X amount of years doing that, but he hasn't successfully been able to like
Talk to
actually
someone.
make a friend or like actually have someone come over for dinner. So then he made this show, Conan O'Brien needs a friend, and it's really fun. Like he's funny, obviously.
Conan's good. I love Conan.
He's funny.
I
And
love Conan.
I know what you mean.
I
Yeah,
love him.
funny stuff. He has very interesting conversations with his guests, and you get to know more about certain people, which I always think is fun. So yeah.
Another podcast. It isn't out yet, but it's a companion podcast to Severance.
Ooh, I didn't know
It's
that.
gonna be hosted by Ben Stiller and Adam Scott.
Wow.
Yep.
Is it about the making of the show?
I think it's a companion, so it goes with
With
every episode. I
episode.
think.
That's
Well,
cool.
yeah. I mean, not a podcast, TV show. Severance. Excellent season 1. I don't know about season 2 yet. It hasn't come out. Yeah. So those are our recommendations. Also, our updates for however long it has been. This has been Poch.
Oh, this is this has
This
been,
has been.
this is has been great.
We're not has-beens.
We have to put out stuff for it for us to be a has-been.
And this was the Difficult Lemon Difficult Podcast. Again, like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram and share. Did I say share? Because you should. Sharing is caring.
Share the good news that a new episode is
Yeah.
out.
Episode just drop. Drop everything in
And share it.
drop everything and share it. DEAS.
D-E, drop everything.
These nuts. Okay. Good night. Good day and bienvenue. Wait, no, is that goodbye? No, it's not. But anyway, goodbye anyway.
Okay, cool.